What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Path number 54. What are you shooting at me?
54. I was trying to figure out what direction I was facing.
54. 5-4. Is that right? 5-4. I'm trying to look at the camera. You can't see my face now. 5-4. There we go.
What's
Path
50
number 54.
in Roman numerals?
Is that an L?
L. So
Is
it's
that
L.
I don't know.
L-I-V. Live.
Whoa, live.
That's what we
Is
do.
it L-I-V? Yeah, because
Yeah.
Super Bowls, right?
Yeah, I think the Chiefs won that one.
53? 54? That's us. That's where we are right now. Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. I'll say it again for the 5th time. I'm Van.
I'm
This is
Trace.
We're starting the intros before we get into it. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? We're starting it before. We're switching it up on you.
Switching it up.
You know? Here's what I want to do.
Keep you guessing.
Only because I wasn't too prepared. Coming in, I got off work and came here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start with a game. A little improv game. A little
Okay.
back and forth. Because we like improv.
Yeah, I love it.
As, you know.
I love consuming it.
I do love
I don't
consuming
participate often, but I think this is a good exercise.
but it's fun to practice.
Yeah, I think
it's fun, especially we have a show now. We should be able to bounce off each other, and this will help us be better at vocalizing our internal word bubbles.
Right.
Thoughts. All right. So this game, I'm not calling it this. It's called Fortunately, Unfortunately. I found it on a website with a list of improv games for 2 people. So if we had a third person, we'd be fucked, but we don't. So we're good.
Yeah.
Man, I'm all over
Get
the
the
place.
fuck out of here, man.
My brain is
Just
scattered.
the two of us.
Hey,
Get the fuck out of here.
Terry, get the fuck out. No, Terry. Anyway.
Okay.
This game is called Fortunately, Unfortunately. The way it starts is the one person starts saying, a phrase starting with fortunately, and then you, or
whoever's second,
will start the next statement, like yes-anding the first person,
okay,
and you're starting with unfortunately.
Okay.
So it'll be like, fortunately, I got off work early today.
Okay. Unfortunately, you had a flat tire on the way home.
Fortunately, I had a spare in the back seat.
Unfortunately, you didn't have anything to jack the car up with.
Fortunately, I had a lot of big bottle of Viagra in my car, so I was able to take a bunch of those and use my erect penis to jack my car up.
I forget. Am I unfortunate?
You're unfortunate.
Unfortunately,
you're trying to figure out how that's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, though, the cops got called because it looked a little strange on the side of the road.
Fortunately, both those cops were gay and super horny. Do one more. Close it off.
Unfortunately, though, that bear came out of the woods.
That was unfortunate.
But he also joined. So fortunately,
whoa, you're doing. You're doing.
I did
both
a
now?
double.
All right. Well,
hey, first time. I don't know.
All right. Well, everyone messes up on their first time. How about you go? How about you go this time now? You start with fortunately.
I do fortunately this time. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm good news. Okay, so I'm. What do they call that? Spinning or something?
What? This is called improv.
But like in the political world, you spin. You always spin it.
The
positive.
old DC dip and twirl.
Yeah, the little.
Flip flopping.
Fortunately,
Mm-hmm.
made some homemade meatballs last night for supper.
Unfortunately, your wife now got bit by a deer tick, and she can't eat red meat anymore.
Fortunately, though, they were chicken meatballs.
Oh,
Yep,
unfortunately, when they were ground up, there were a bunch of beaks and feathers in there.
Fortunately, I used to work at McDonald's, so I knew the extraction process. We learned how to extract that kind of stuff.
Unfortunately, upon extracting the beaks and feathers, you're realizing these aren't actually chicken meatballs. These are chicken eggs.
Fortunately, I used to live in the Philippines, and we were into I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, I want to high five you so soon.
Balut.
Balut.
Oh,
Wow, I was hoping.
shit.
I was really hoping you'd go for the balut.
I said Barut. Oh, I was so
That's what
close.
you say after you eat it. You go Balut. Or that's how they say it because they can't say that.
Have we talked about that on the show? God, that is horrifying.
Asian racist jokes.
No, Balut.
Yeah,
I almost said Barut
fucking
again.
Sent pictures of it on the podcast
Oh
last
God,
week.
it's
I
fucking
horrified our entire
it's
audience
horrible.
by that. I couldn't not show them.
Yeah.
We weren't describing it well enough. You can't. I mean, describe it again. Describe Balut. I'll put another picture up right here. Just Trace wants it so bad.
I don't want to. I don't want to think about it.
You don't want to think about it. Moving on.
Yeah. We just go into something else.
Unfortunately.
Can you imagine just a whole podcast of us doing that?
Just that? Hey, if you want us to do that,
If
let
you
us
want
know.
it,
Because
yeah.
we'll do it. We'll do it for a whole hour.
That's actually pretty fun.
It is a fun game, isn't it?
It's so simple, but
Yeah.
it's kind of fun to just think.
Yeah, well, there's a whole list on that website, so we'll be doing a lot more for you. And eventually,
Yeah.
who knows, maybe if we have like other guests, we can do like...
Let's do one more
stuff.
round.
You want to do one more round?
Yeah.
Do you want to start? You want me to start?
You start.
Okay, fortunately, I've been doing a lot of running lately, so I should be well prepped for the 15K coming up soon. That we're both running.
Unfortunately, I have to get all 4 wisdom teeth pulled out the night before, so I won't be running it actually. Unfortunately.
Fortunately, I'm still a man. And I'm not undergoing any surgery. Because I'm gonna still be a man after that day. And I'm gonna run the 15K. And you can run it as a woman too. Not saying that you're going through that surgery. You're just less of a man because you're.
Oh, that's the surgery I'm doing?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I still will be getting up early to come watch and support you.
Unfortunately, watching and supporting me isn't the same as like running and supporting.
You switched on me. Fortunately, though.
Oh, am I the fortunate one?
You were supposed to be fortunate there.
Oh, whoops. Unfortunately. Wait, no. Fortunately.
There you go.
Wait, so what was yours again?
Unfortunately, I still have to get up early.
Oh, that's your unfortunate. Okay, so
that's unfortunate because I gotta get up early, but I'm not running.
Fortunately, man, I'm gonna have I'm gonna know that I ran it and you're not.
Yeah, I was gonna give you a fortunately. I'll give you one.
I couldn't think of one.
Fortunately, you'll get a granola bar, a Gatorade, and as much water as you want. See, I won't.
I thought about that. Like I was like, oh, I get a banana, but like you can also get those things.
Nope.
You gotta pay for it.
You gotta have that. Well, I'll have my number, but yeah, I'm not running the race. I feel pretty shitty about it, if we're being honest.
You should.
It does suck because
remember like all those months ago, people.
Yeah.
Remember
this was my idea.
all that crying I did, and now we're here at the at the finish line before the starting line, and he backs out last second. I wanted to back out. I wanted to back out
sort of
every day.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I pulled through. Perseverance. Right. It was hard. I threw up twice during my training.
Really?
The sprint intervals always get me.
I will say
it's a sprinting and stopping. That always gets my stomach all.
Yeah.
Plus, I also like to either like drink coffee before I run, or I won't want to run, and then I'll eat a ton of food, and then
be like,
suddenly I'm like, I should probably go for a run.
Yeah.
And then I go for a run like on a full stomach, I've eaten Mexican, like a full thing of Mexican, and then went for a run, and then I'm like, why does it hurt so bad? So dumb.
Unfortunately, though, jokes aside, I did all that training, and I've been doing this for 2 years. This is my second year.
Yeah.
And then I had a surgery planned to get my wisdom teeth pulled, all 4 of them, And then it was like, I had to go back to do a checkup, and they were like, hey, this is like going towards a nerve, and it's going to start hurting really bad. And then literally, they were like, we may reschedule it earlier. And I'm like, no, I got to run. I got family vacation coming up. I got all these things. And then I woke up one morning, and it had to have hit my nerve because it hurt so fucking bad.
Yeah.
So, by the time this comes out.
Did you only have one left?
Be pulled. What's that?
Nerve? Were you on your last?
I was on my last one.
They
wanted to make sure I could maintain one.
You gotta have at least one nerve in there. Yeah, so you know what you're chewing.
But seriously though, it does fucking bum me out.
When are you doing your sleep study?
After that.
After that?
After my wisdom teeth get pulled and they heal, which apparently can be a process for some people. A hell of a process.
Whenever I hear people talking about wisdom teeth, people with terrible teeth, I don't. They always say like it's terrible to get your wisdom teeth taken out, but it's just because they're deep. They gotta like cut in there.
Yeah, so I think I may be.
But like, don't they give you
anesthetic? You'll go under,
so like it won't hurt.
It'll be sore
the next day.
But I will say I may be in a better spot because mine are in.
Whoa, dude.
Well,
hey, is your hat feeling a little tight there, buddy?
Mine are all the way in and like established, so they just have to pull them. A lot of people have to go in and cut them down
because they're not growing
or
in
cut them out. So then that's where like all the like blood clot scares and the healing takes so long and people are sore. Mine, they're just gonna go in and pull 4 teeth.
Dude, I don't know anything about wisdom teeth because like I don't understand. It's like when they're grown in, you're fine. Do they stop growing?
Potentially, I don't know. What they told me was mine are like jockeying for space. Like mine are still.
Do you feel it? You feel it in there.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't feel my wisdom teeth back there.
It hurts real bad.
I feel like I don't know. Like I don't even know if I feel all the way back there. Am I feeling my wisdom teeth at the very back? Is that my wisdom teeth? I'm not feeling anything like underneath the skin.
And if you look at mine, they're not straight in. They're actually pretty good. But
let's see. Open the mouth up.
My bottom ones are the problem.
Here, come here. Oh, you had your eyes. I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it.
Were you gonna hit my tongue?
No, I went like that, and I had my finger like it might have been like in your teeth, but like you had your eyes shut. You didn't react, so I was like, oh, I'm not.
Oh, this is weird now.
Well, I could have easily hit your uvula and you wouldn't have known. But like, I'm the one that cleans this room, and it would have gotten all over.
You know what though?
Stuff. Probably my tea too.
I'm gonna be really honest because it's episode 54, and I feel like we've been
around.
around.
Honesty episode.
Yeah. I don't have much of a gag reflex anymore.
Oh, anymore?
Yeah.
How did you train yourself? How did you get this tolerance? Because I know, like, I don't get as high anymore with weed. And that's because I smoke
a lot
of weed. Is it the same thing? That why your gag reflex?
I will say this first. Do you brush your tongue when you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
I feel like some people don't do that.
That's gross. Because that's where the smell is. That's where the bad breath is.
So I do that, and every morning there's a little.
It
always
gets
me
way deep down there. Yeah, which is like where you need to brush.
Right.
I don't know though, because it is hard to get back there.
Yeah. It does. It feels like you're doing something you probably shouldn't.
I have a tongue scrubber though now, like a tongue brush.
Like silicone.
It's got
or
like
something?
a little no, it's just like
plastic.
Yeah, it's got like a long handle, and it's kind of like
a back scratcher? That's what I'm picturing.
Well, it's kind of like curved like this, and then it's like little ridges, and it's got like little brush thingies on it, like little small. And you basically it's like you stick it.
It's like a
in the
rake.
back of your tongue. Yeah, and then you just basically rake your tongue. It's got two sides, so like the brush, and then there's like a harder side, so you can like. Let me think. I think you brush it first, and then you turn it over, and you just scrape it clean.
Strange.
It makes me think of
in a good way.
Oscar from Shark Tale. At the whale wash, because he's the tongue scrubber, and I feel like that's what I'm doing. The same. The uvula that makes me gag. There's
some gunk that he goes through in that movie.
But I love every morning I'm going at the whale wash.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say,
it's fun
because I'm just being so open with everybody. Google
take your shirt off.
Google tonsil stones. That's how I've gotten a better gag reflex. Because you gotta go get them, and they're way back there, boy.
I don't want to Google that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to show the audience that.
No, we're not going to show them.
You Google it.
I'm putting it on you.
Here's what I would do. Google tonsil stones, save the picture, send that to TW Projects
No,
on Facebook.
no.
Send it to mellowbrickrroad.podcast@gmail.com. Send it to all of us.
No,
Send
but
us your
seriously,
tonsil stones. If you have tonsil stones, or even kidney stones.
that is fascinating.
Kidney
to me.
stones is the same thing as like urinary stones, right? That's the same thing. Urinary stones.
Yeah,
is just kidney stones.
yeah.
Yeah, show us your kidney stones. Preferably like a video of it coming out. That'd be great.
Show us your stones.
Yeah, show us your stones. Hashtag show me stones. That's the Missouri hashtag on Instagram for kidney stones. Hashtag show me stones.
Show me some stones.
Show me some stones. No, listen, we were talking about running earlier. Let's go back to that. Let's get out of this nasty bathroom mouth talk.
Yeah, sorry.
'Cause we've talked about eating boogers. Let's give them at least like 10 episodes before we go back to mouth
Yeah,
talk.
we got to go back down the hill.
Because it makes me upset too.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the running theme. You sent this article to me the other day about a guy who got not trapped in the Sahara. He was alone in the Sahara. He was doing one of those ultra marathons, and you said he went 200 miles in the wrong direction. And in the Sahara, I feel like 10 miles in the wrong direction is death. Because have you been to the Sahara Desert?
I believe so. Yeah, I drove through it. Right.
It's fucking awful, man. Yeah.
I think I would have drove through it. Right.
Yeah.
Nevada to California.
God, it sucks. It's so like
yellow
and orange.
Is that Death Valley? I've drove through Death Valley, which is probably comparable if it's not.
I feel dumb. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, keep talking.
So
about
yeah, let me. So I came across a video on this. So long story short, I am very upset that I can't run. We'll be back. We'll do it again. But so
you're gonna run it the next day. You're coming back and you're gonna run it.
Seriously, I thought about doing it before my surgery or after. But anyway. So I was getting into these running, this kind of runners, YouTube page. I was kind of watching all his stuff, but he was talking about a guy named. You okay?
The
Sahara's not in America.
It's in Africa. It's not. It's not in the. It's not in America. It's in It's in Africa. Which we are from. Everyone's from Africa, right? So technically we were right. We haven't driven through it, but our ancestors have
traveled it.
Yeah, I'm sure they have.
I would, but again, that's why I said I think it is comparable. That's all I was getting at.
Yeah, it's the U.S. It's one of the hottest.
Like
deserts.
Death Valley. I mean, it's Death Valley.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy's name is I'm going to say Mauro Prosperi.
Call him Mario. He's Italian.
He is Italian.
He's a plumber who runs ultra marathons.
His mustache is strong.
He's very tan.
But he's an ultra marathon runner, and this is a race that took place in the Sahara Desert in, I want to say it's like 98 or 90. I think it's in the 90s he did this race. 1994. He was an Olympic pentathlete, where he did the 5 events.
Mm-hmm.
So, stud athlete.
I wanted to be one of those.
This race was 156 miles right through the heart of the Sahara Desert, where it's famous for sand dunes, where the temperatures have been clocked at 180 degrees Fahrenheit through the sand dunes. That sounds like death again.
That sounds
like more death.
And I said 10 miles would be, and I think that was about accurate because I'm looking at this. This is Death Valley. It says while a human can survive 3 days without water, in Death Valley, you can survive about 14 hours. 14.
So this was a 156 mile an hour race. He was 39 at the time.
Is that him?
That's him.
He's handsome. Oh, how come?
He's a handsome guy.
Once you get to a certain amount of like running, like marathons, ultra marathons, everyone looks the same.
They kind of look. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Woman, everyone they all start looking the same, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
It's not bad
like,
at all.
They're very lean.
Yeah,
like they have that kind of like muscles. That's like. They're so lean, and you can like see every striation. Like they're not like
absolutely.
They're not like like bodybuilders. They get really big, and you can see all the striations.
Right.
But like these people are so lean. It's like different. They don't have giant muscles, but their muscles are so.
They're like they built their body
compacted. It's so compact.
Yeah, reverse. Like they weren't growing.
Their faces. I mean, everything just. Everything looks so tight.
I've never thought about it, but you're exactly right.
Everyone after a certain amount of ultra marathon running, you all look Australian. You all look Australian.
While we're here, I just want to shout out to David Goggins. I love you. Okay. 1994, there was 134 competitors, and Mauro said, I'm going for it. This is a 6-day race.
Jesus.
So, on day 4, it's called the Marathon des Sables. Day 4, the stage that he was trying to run through was 57 miles. So at this point, he had already run like 100. I think he's just shy of 100 at this point. They are only allotted 2-liter ration. 2 liters of water is your ration
For the day?
I'm assuming this means from his checkpoint. So he had already ran.
Oh, okay.
He had ran 20 miles that day. Whatever. At some point, the Sahara is pretty famous for like sandstorms blowing up.
Fucking terrifying.
And he got
desert power.
He got a little bit turned around and kind of lost in it. And I don't think the trail was super well marked because it's 156 miles long. There's not that many people out there. Like, it's just not going to be that marked. He ended up going the wrong direction for 200 miles into the desert. So he ran further than the fucking race was in the wrong direction.
And he got first?
No.
Can you imagine?
So he like kind of ran off, kind of. He ran off and got lost, but didn't know he was lost for a good portion of it.
Yeah.
Ended up finding an abandoned tomb.
Yeah.
From a
Marabout shrine.
A Muslim religious leader. Abandoned tomb out in the middle of the desert. If we have this picture, we'll show you.
That is so cool.
It's just a little hut.
It's a little hut in the desert.
I mean, not just a little hut. I mean, it's like stone or whatever. But yeah.
You know what that is to him? That's an oasis, man. That
might
as well have a pool and palm trees.
He definitely thought that was fake when he first saw it.
For sure.
He was definitely freaking out.
For sure, dude.
So it says, in an attempt to stay hydrated, he sucked on wet wipes from his pack, licked morning dew off of rocks, and drank his own urine while it remained relatively clear.
Dude, I feel like I've been reading or listening to a lot of like survival stories. It makes me want to watch 127 Hours again.
I just thought about that the other day.
Man.
So he even went as far as cooking the freeze-dried food that he had on his pack, because he was wearing a backpack, with his own urine.
He killed and consumed raw bats and lizard.
Yep.
That's badass.
Found near the shrine.
He went full Mad Max.
Yeah. So they end up sending a plane, and there was like 4 or 5 instances of the plane not seeing him, not knowing.
Jesus.
And they just kept flying by.
You may as well be floating in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, dude. The desert it all looks the same.
Yeah.
It's so, like, I mean, we went through Death Valley, but like same thing with Death Valley. No
trees,
there's nothing,
no animals.
Everything looks the same. Everything's the same color.
The
mountain could be like 100 miles away.
Yeah.
And after an hour of driving, it could look the exact same distance. It's so weird.
It is. It's insane. So they sent a full party to go looking for him. Not spoiler alert. Trigger warning.
Mm-hmm.
He did attempt something. So just trigger warning. He hurt himself.
Uh-huh.
So just trigger warning to that. It's so crazy to think about. He thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
He was pretty distraught, and he ended up taking a pocket knife and cutting his wrist to speed up his death.
Huh?
He was tired of struggling,
trying to survive.
He was so dehydrated, his blood immediately coagulated and prevented his death. So it immediately clotted on his wrist because there was no water to it.
That's God putting his hand right on your wrist and going, "Not today, son. You got a podcast to be on, sir."
Yeah. So he ended up, realizing, well, that's not how this is going to end. So he left some gear behind and he took off towards the mountains. So they still haven't found him at this time. He just assumed, okay, the mountains either are going to help me or they're going to be easier to find something.
Easier to jump off of if there is nothing.
Yeah. So he was going by dry riverbed. So he started drinking the liquid out of plant roots. So any plants that he could find, he was just pulling them and like sucking on the roots. Yeah, I watched a whole video on it.
This is so inspiring.
It's insane.
Dude, this really shows me. It shows everybody like how the incredible adaptability the human body has. Like, and this guy's an ultra marathon runner, blah blah blah. Well, like any story where someone gets stuck in the middle of the ocean or like this stuck in the forest, the things that people like, they don't even realize they're doing it. Like he's licking the dew off of rocks, and he's still surviving.
Yep.
He is in one of the most desolate, dangerous places for a human being to be,
He's also ran
He's
100
already
miles in
ran
4 days.
He's ran
He
300
is
miles.
so depleted. Yeah, exactly.
He's fucking exhausted.
He's depleted.
How long was he there?
So I think he ended up being in the desert for like 10 or 11 days.
Fucking Christ, dude, are you serious?
Okay, so on day 8, this is like a movie, but it's not a movie, it's real life. I don't know if I'm sure they've made a movie on it on this time. Day 8, he ends up finding an oasis. He actually found one. And he said it was really just a large puddle. And he ended up just like throwing himself into it, taking a big gulp, and he immediately vomited because his body's like,
you can't take any of it.
Know what you're doing. So
Tiny
then
sips every 10 minutes.
Yeah, he started just kind of getting back to it. And then he was finally rescued. So he found this oasis, and then he stumbled upon like a farm. There was like animals. So he was like, well, there's got to be people close. Like
nomads. He found some. What is that? Tuareg. Whoa, he found some nomads.
So they gave him goat's milk, and
he found people living. He is Paul Atreides, who got lost in the desert, and he found the Fremen. And they showed him how to survive.
Yeah. So
he is Muad'Dib. Yeah. The Kwisatz Haderach.
So
Lisan Agaib.
they got him. They took him via camel.
That's
which
badass,
I just love
dude.
that. To the nearest village. He started all this race in Morocco.
Fun.
He had traveled 180 miles from where he had disappeared.
Went to Algeria.
Unknowingly wandering into Algeria. He went to a whole other country without knowing. Local military police initially confronted him.
So you're finally found it. Get on the ground, get on the ground. Who the fuck are you? Why are you coming into our country?
Due to the tensions between the two countries, but then finding out he was a runner, they took him to the hospital. This is what's crazy to me. No, I mean, it's all crazy. He lost a reported 35 pounds. At the time of him being rescued, he weighed just 99 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
His liver was almost in complete failure, and the staff gave him 16 liters of fluids. 16 liters of fluids. Insane.
Unable to eat solid food for several months.
Yep.
Didn't fully recover for almost 2 years. Damn, man.
Actually fucking insane.
That's what it's called? The Revenant?
Yeah, see, I didn't know that part.
The Leo DiCaprio movie?
Yeah, see, I didn't know that either. Inspired by true events. So it looks like there's a video on it. We're not gonna watch it right now, but you could probably.
It's on YouTube. It says, it's on YouTube. It says January 8th, but I'm sure this is an older video. This is from 1998 or something.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
What's that?
So some people have doubted the accuracy of his story. Considering the near superhuman feats it entailed.
Probably David Goggins going, I can't do that. You can't do that.
No,
either.
I think David Goggins would be on his side. Claimed it was staged or exaggerated.
It's all mental.
For money and fame. Okay. Even the founder of the race, Patrick Bauer, told Men's Journal that the story is a fabrication and physiologically impossible. Wow. Prosperi ended up bringing a lawsuit against him, but dropped it. Dispute was personal rather than legal. Jesus. I mean, even if it's half true, it's not fucking good.
Why would you be like, that's not true? You didn't do that. You're an asshole. Like, you're already an ultra marathon runner. He's trying to get, like, super famous. I guess, I don't know any ultra marathon runners besides David Goggins, who's really famous now. And this guy, who we're making really famous now.
I think it's great.
There's that one dude who was on Stanley Superhumans who his body stopped producing lactic acid.
There you go.
It would build up to a certain point, and then it would just like completely stop. It would actually like start feeding off of the lactic acid instead of like building up more. That's why he could run for like 30 hours straight.
Oof.
So this guy probably would have got lost 200 miles and then just turned around and just kept going. I think he did it. I believe it.
The good news, or not good news, I'm definitely on his side. I definitely believe him.
Yeah.
It says, however, it's well documented. He has physical damage that he would have endured. He has a scar on his wrist, which, I mean, yes, you could technically. I don't think you could fake that, but whatever.
I mean, you can cut your wrist anyway.
Yeah. Documentary teams have also revisited the shrine, the little temple. It's actually 3 small buildings next to each other. They revisited that, and there was discarded personal belongings that corroborated his account. So he had left things behind. Remember,
right.
he had lightened
He
his
left
bag.
he left
And
his
so it's
bag.
like, okay, he was in the race at the start. He made it to day 4. There's people that can say that.
Yeah.
And then 180 miles away, he ran into this tomb, and his stuff is here.
How could it get there?
It's like, okay, guys, I think it's true. Happy ending, though. In 2012, he was able to re-enter the race and was able to finish, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's
pretty
that's
freaking
crazy, man.
amazing. It was one of those things where the
Him?
headline was interesting, and I thought, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I kept reading, and it's just like one layer on top of another of just like insane shit.
Those runners, man, those ultra marathon runners are insane.
It's
You know,
awesome.
the funny thing about running is you really got to make sure. One of the most important things is you got good shoes. Make sure they're strong, they're
You're
durable,
correct,
and they can't easily get pierced because you might find yourself one day stepping on one of these bad boys. I'm gonna put the picture right here.
A stonefish.
Stonefish, dude. These things are gnarly. Okay, they've got these. Okay, so the reason why these are so dangerous, why you can step on them, is because they can walk on land. They are able to get on land.
That's
they're
some
looking for
prehistoric shit.
Yeah,
Like a fish on land.
They're able to do that because, well, actually, no. They've actually been able to evolve to where they can hold water in their gills. I don't know if dinosaurs can do that.
They have like a reverse,
just for like a short time they can do that. They can
reverse oxygen tank.
They just kind of it's like a water tank. They just hold it up to their gills, and then that way they can walk and find like other like puddles of water, like water masks to get into. But so they crawl on land. That's why you can easily step on them.
They're ugly
And they have
shit.
They have these. Oh, they're hideous. They have these spines on their backs that are. I'll put some pictures up. So like long, and when you step on them, or what they can do as a defense measure is like they pierce through the top of the spine, like with these like.
Yeah, like you catch a crappie and it has that spine, and you're always like, "Oh, keep your hands away; it'll cut you."
Yeah, which it can.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying
this is
what it looks like.
Sort of the same thing,
but
it is a fin. It's a spine, but the spines have these like, what do you call those? Like not stinger, but like it has like fucking Wolverine claws, and it shoves through the
It's
top
like the bone claws.
of its fucking. Yeah,
it looks like bone.
It's got Wolverine bone claws in its spine, and it shoots them out. And when it pierces through your skin, it causes this like blue venom to shoot out, which is like
super toxic. Apparently,
super toxic to humans. It is not good. I actually have a story here about someone who was windsurfing and had this unfortunate accident. Windsurfing one day about 20 years ago, I had the distinct pleasure of stepping on one of these at Wellington Point in southeast Queensland. Shout out to Australia fans. There are no words that can convey the experience. None. The only relief, and relief is too strong a word, is to keep the punctured area in the hottest water you can tolerate.
Oh,
it goes away after about 12 hours. 12 hours you will never forget. And I know a thing about 12 hours you'll never forget because I've done mushrooms before.
Right.
And I'll never forget those 12 hours.
I would have to assume this was worse.
Dude, oh, yeah. I mean, I was separate from time and space for a while. But this is like you're in time and space. You're locked in to the material universe, and it's boiling inside your foot.
My stomach just turned a little at the thought of like 12 hours of just excruciating.
Oh, you're getting sick. You're getting sick by hour 2. For sure, you're so sick of it, and then by hour 6 or 7, it's gonna kick back in the sickness. Oh man. As a
holds
rule,
the title of the most venomous fish in the sea. How have I never heard of this?
Me neither.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy that,
dude.
But it doesn't kill you. Maybe it could.
Probably could if you don't do anything about it.
What's really freaky about them is they lay flat. They can like flatten themselves, so they literally look like a stone. Like they look like a rock. Like you look like
it looks like a stone.
Everything kind of flattens.
You're like that stone kind of looks like a fish. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. 13 spines. Okay, there you go, spines.
Release venom under pressure.
So you had shared a video. It won't load right now, but so you think about like the spines of a fish, it like when you step on it, it like that skin comes down. So then it's just the
exposes these like claws, man. It's like this blue.
It is
venom.
Blue. Why is it blue?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Have you ever heard the thing?
It's gross.
of like blue is not a naturally occurring color in nature?
I think I have heard that.
Is that a myth?
I don't know.
It
Because what
sounds
about like tree frogs? Well, those like colorful, poisonous tree frogs.
Yeah.
Aren't those blue?
Yeah.
What about well, I've always heard that like that water isn't actually blue. It's just a reflection of the sky.
Right.
But it's like, well, what is the sky a reflection of then? Isn't the sky a reflection of the water?
Ooh. That makes me think of like if you
It's not. I don't think that makes any sense.
if you
Sky's
put
not a
two
reflection,
mirrors
but
right in front of each other, what does
that's
it
my
see?
favorite thing to do.
But like you could never know because you can't see the camera. You
It
can't.
sees everything. Because everything's in that mirror. If you have an infinite number of reflections, then everything and anything can be in that reflection. The Empire State Building is going to show up in that reflection at some point down the line. I don't know how. It's going to poke its head out and do a little peace sign. The whole building. But like that's that universe's Empire State Building, you know.
Ooh, dude. The more venom is injected, the worse it is for you. Stings result in a terrible pain, swelling, necrosis, which is tissue death,
Oh, I hate that. Necrosis is like the worst thing you can
and
have.
even death.
Death?
Death.
Dude, you know what the worst? You know what the number one cause of death is?
Death?
Life.
Oh.
All right, let's see. So the best bet is to avoid stings in the first place.
Somebody, there you go. Somebody compared it to as the venom like rose through their arm, it was like being hit in turn with a sledgehammer over the course of about an hour.
In their arm? They got it in their arm?
Yeah, how'd they do that? They recommend wearing water shoes. Always look where you walk.
Yeah.
I think it would go through the shoes. Those things are so gnarly looking, dude.
Shuffling your feet. I'm gonna remember
I kind of
that.
do that.
I don't do that.
I kind of do that because of where we like to boat. There's a lot of rocks and stuff, so
Yeah.
I kind of do
You missed
that.
out, man. We
I
found
know,
like
that's what I
10
hear.
arrowheads.
That's what I hear.
We found so many arrowheads.
We're gonna have to open a museum, dude.
We need to.
I saw a horrifying video the other day of 2 slabs of meat. One was like, just normal steak or whatever.
Okay.
And one had been bitten by a Komodo dragon.
Oh, I think I've seen
And it was like 3 days, or it was like a time lapse over like 4 days.
Ugh.
And the meat was like dying, but like opening itself as the venom. Oh god, dude, it is the grossest video you've ever seen.
You ever seen the
Komodo
ones where
dragons freak
they
me
do the
out.
poison on meat, and then you see it like smoking, and starts to smoke. You're like, why is it smoking?
Or they put the like 1 drop of some snake venom and they start sloshing it, and all the venom like turns into a fucking congealed.
Ew.
Oh god,
So gross.
freaks me out. You know what else is fucking gross?
What's that?
A video that you sent me
Yeah, what
of
is
a
it? Which
guy
one?
making chicken jerky.
Ew, that video was gross.
Is that real?
I mean,
I've seen this cooking video. This guy, I don't know what his name is.
click it.
I've
Post
seen
it
him.
up. I'll put it right here.
I've seen
See
this
how
guy's
guy-
videos
man.
before, but he takes raw chicken.
Takes raw chicken. He's showing you how to basically make it.
He
take.
makes like a salt brine.
I don't know how to make jerky, so I'm assuming he's just doing jerky stuff. So he's like putting stuff on it, and he's letting it sit on it all night. He's washing the chicken. He's cleaning it.
Yeah.
He's not cooking it.
At
Remember that. This
first,
is raw chicken.
When you first sent me this, I saw it and I was like, "Is he done right there?" I thought he just did the salt thing, and he's like, "I'm done now."
Yeah, he put something on the chicken, let him sit out overnight.
It's like
and
salt
then he the next day he like cleans them off, dries them off. It looks disgusting.
Puts
He's
like
putting-
garlic powder.
Putting garlic powder, salt, pepper, some like red pepper flakes. He's putting all kinds of seasoning on them. Then
So
he
he
puts them
coats
on
it
a
in the cheesecloth.
puts them on a cheesecloth, wraps them, hangs them up.
Hangs them
2
up.
of them. 1 week goes by.
Hangs him up with a
Clothes
hanger.
thing
It's kind of a good idea because it's
over
got the
his
clip.
like window.
Yeah, over a door.
A week goes by.
I love the SpongeBob transitions.
Yeah, those are funny. And he's looking at it. It looks like, ugh.
Dude, it looks like a rock.
It looks like raw fucking chicken.
It looks exactly the same as when he started. It looks like those geodes.
It doesn't look like, no, I think it looks like more opaque. It definitely looks like more, it's not as you know how raw chicken has, it's like squishy.
It's not as pink.
It's not as squishy. It's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
more like, it's probably very solid. I mean, it's jerky, so it's probably dry. It's dried out raw chicken. Here's my question. Here's my question for everyone watching. If you know the answer, anyone listening, like in our area that actually like know us, who grew up, or went to high school with us, like the FFA ham,
Yeah.
whatever whatever the fuck they do.
We never did it.
We never did that. FF gay. Unless you're gay, because then that's cool. But the if you, what am I going to say? So like with beef jerky, you cook the beef, or does it just get dried out? Because
I don't know.
if you eat raw beef, can't that also hurt you?
I think there's less problems with beef.
Here's what I want to know. Email us at mellowbrickroad.podcast@gmail.com, or let us know at like Instagram or Facebook. If you dry out raw chicken, does it get rid of all the salmonella stuff and like all the
right? Because the cooking process kills all that.
Can you eat this chicken jerky? I guess let me know.
If this was like a life or death thing, and we had this video and a piece of chicken jerky right here, I would not. And it was like
I wouldn't eat it.
I would not eat it, and I'll tell you why. He doesn't take a bite of it in the video.
That is some Sherlock Holmes.
So like.
Insight right there,
if you
buddy.
Like,
you're right, he does not take a bite of the chicken.
I went down to the comments and people are like, "Oh, this is definitely a thing, but this is not how you make it."
He's false. I want to see him take a bite. Picture it didn't happen, pussy. Eat that chicken.
It
looks terrible,
dude. It doesn't. It doesn't look edible.
It
might be.
I hit my funny bone.
It might be.
Not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
It might be edible, but when he's slicing into it. Dude, that looks insane.
That's the best word for it. Like it's almost indescribable.
There's no way. There's no way.
I've never seen anything that looks like that. Like Liver King was surprising to watch.
Weak though.
But like this is crazy.
Is pork the same way? You can't eat pork.
I have no idea.
Is pork a red meat? Right.
Pork is a red meat. Yes. Chicken is a white meat. Birds are white meat.
I am confused.
Turkey's also dark meat. No, I mean like white. Yeah, white meat. Not.
I am confused
I don't fucking know.
But like, if you got bit by a tick and had that where you can't eat the red meat, which that would suck so bad. But
I'd only eat chicken jerky.
Yeah, eventually you're gonna be tired of cooking the chicken. You're like, let's do some chicken jerky. Do something different, dude. This looks fucking foul. Somebody said, salmonella jerky.
Yeah.
Salmonella.
I want to see a video.
That's what it looks like.
Someone who's actually like eating this garbage. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. Look up a video. Of someone eating this.
Somebody said I make chicken jerky in a dehydrator and it's set to 165 degrees.
Okay, so you're cooking the chicken. This guy. So okay, that I would eat.
Yeah. I would absolutely.
That's not cooked,
dude. When you sent me this, I thought about my pullover you got me, my crew neck. That says I'll have the chicken tenders.
Yeah.
And this is against my beliefs, man.
I don't like that at all, man. Yeah, it's super against you.
This is against.
That's not chicken tenders.
That is.
Those aren't chicken tenders. Those are chicken. Somethings.
Let's look up some.
I don't know.
Chicken jerky.
Look up some chicken jerky. I want to see if anyone's eating it.
But hey, I'm willing. If somebody can prove that it's real, or somebody wants to make some, I'll try it. But I just got to know it's safe. I don't want to.
Hey, while we're here, I want to talk about some stuff while you're doing this. So, did we talk about the Air
chicken
Nike
jerky for dogs?
That Nike Air movie.
The first thing.
Did we talk about that last week?
No.
So Dad and I watched it on Father's Day. You weren't there. No biggie. And
don't do that.
And
I was there the whole day, the day before, doing exactly what he wanted to do.
On Father's Day though. And so they do a lot of things in that movie where they're like, oh, did you hear about like why this is named that? You know, like they give you like why Nike is named Nike and the swoosh and Adidas.
I actually know the story about the swoosh.
Oh yeah, what is it? I've seen the movie.
Well, it was a college girl that drew it. They paid her $35. Next topic.
Well, you know why he chose that though?
No, I don't know that.
The board chose it, and he was like, interesting, which is his way of saying maybe it'll grow on me. He never liked it.
Really?
He didn't like it at first.
Phil Knight, is that his name?
Phil Knight. They got the pink short shorts.
Huh.
Ben Affleck. But
Ben Affleck plays Phil Knight.
Yeah,
see, I don't even know what the movie's about.
Oh, dude, I didn't either. He does such a good job. No, so they talk about all that stuff, and Adidas is actually it's a German company. I didn't know.
Adidas.
Yeah, and the guy, it's actually the CEO, the founder's name. just like shortened. His last
Mhm.
name is Dassler or Dossler,
Okay.
so it's Das. And then they always called him Addy, A-D-I. So it's Addy Das.
Adidas.
First name
Adolf. Whoa!
German. Didn't change it even after the war. Didn't change it. They were
Oh,
Nazis.
this was after.
This was at post World War II. Didn't change his name. It was all Adolf.
But-
Because they're like, his name was Adolf, and he's like, well, everyone calls him Addy, and he's like, yeah, but his name's
So it's
Adolf.
okay. They call me Addy.
That's what Michael Jordan's agent said because he was a
What was his facial hair choice? Like he also had the little
he was
paintbrush?
just German as fuck. You know those Germans look.
Wasn't his brother didn't his brother open a company as well? A
Who's
shoe
that?
company?
Who?
The Adidas guy.
I don't fucking know. The movie was about Nike. Germans were the bad guys in this movie.
Oh.
They're trying to get Michael Jordan, but no,
Oh.
we want Michael Jordan at Nike because we're gonna build a shoe for him. Shout out Pete from Nike, who's passed away. He actually passed away like the day before they were gonna call him about the movie.
No shit.
He's the one who invented the shoe, the Air Jordan. He's the one that created that. He was like this really weird dude, but he was so cool. Oh yeah, the Puma one.
Yeah, Puma and
Yeah.
Adidas. I see. I try to
They-
say
they-
it correctly. It sounds
yeah.
I sound so fucking
They
pretentious.
wanted Nike because they wanted one word. They said people love 4 letters.
Huh.
That's what. Yeah. I can't because it's an acronym. Nike. I can't remember what they say, but then PUMA for Puma.
Yeah. Apparently, Adidas and Puma were brothers, but they didn't like each other, and they were both Nazis. So
yeah, they're both Nazis.
I knew.
At least
it was
Adidas is.
something.
At least Adidas is. If you weren't Adidas, you're a fucking Nazi. So just letting you know that right now. That's just how it is.
Oh shit.
No, that movie is super good. Everyone should watch Air.
I do want to watch that.
The
Is Michael
kid-
Jordan in it?
No. Well, he is, but
Is he depicted?
you
in
only
it?
see like the back of his head. You don't ever see his face. He has like 3 lines because it's not about him.
Right.
It's about the company.
I agree with that.
It's so fucking good. Like the end with Matt Damon, dude. It's so good to see Ben Affleck and Matt Damon like actually like working on like a passion project together.
Yeah.
Because they're so good together, man. And Matt Damon gives this monologue at the end, like in the pitch meeting, to Michael Jordan and his parents.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I didn't realize that they met when they were like 10 years old.
Oh yeah.
I just thought, oh, they met each other at college. They wrote a movie.
No, they were
and-
like best friends.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
To take us back to chicken jerky.
Yeah, let's see what you found. Here.
Dude, this is cooked.
It's all cooked. This is all cooked jerky.
This looks nothing like the video that we looked at.
Whoa, wait. Down there. Oh wait, it says using raw chicken, I think. But click on. Yeah, none of this looks like.
It all looks cooked at some point. The one I actually clicked on while you were telling that story was
raw chicken jerky. Let's see what that. Let's see
was
what that does.
they put it in an air fryer. Which, dude, I am a spokesperson for the air fryer.
Yeah, dude.
Love a
The
fucking air
best.
fryer. Yeah, dude, this all
This
looks
is
cooked.
all cooked. This is all cooked. Keep going. Keep going.
Air fryer dog treats.
Oh man, you know how how good that would be for a dog to have as a chicken chicken
So, okay.
jerky. Okay, well so
Dude.
that guy's a fucking psychopath. So
But
I don't find anything
I need to
else.
look back on that. Whatever little brine salt mixture thing he made, was that in replacement of the cook? You know what I mean? Like he literally never cooked it. He put on some
Go
little
back to that
salt oil thing, and then
right there. Oh no, it's
I might have clicked out of it. Hold on.
There
But
it
like,
is.
if did
It's at the front. Go hit the full screen.
I gotta see these?
There we go. Sea salt and wait.
Shut off brandy.
Sea salt shut off. So sea salt and brandy is what he's putting on.
He makes
he's-
that.
So the first thing he mixes in a bowl is sea salt and brandy, and then he mixes that up, and then he puts that on the chicken and leaves that on the chicken slabs overnight.
overnight, and then washes it all off.
And then the next day he washes it all off. Now I don't. That definitely would start the dehydration process. The salt.
That's what I
overnight.
mean.
But
He didn't
I
even
don't
poke
think-
holes in it,
but
though.
I don't think that he.
How's it getting down in there?
I don't think it did. I don't think he did either. You know what? I think this guy
Is this a joke video?
might not be on food. This might not be a Food Network show. This might just be some guy in his fucking kitchen.
No,
It's
I've
like, yeah,
actually.
he didn't poke any holes. He just puts it on top. He literally like just like takes a spoon and just slabs.
And
Doesn't even spread it over. He just slabs it on. It's just a joke.
I will say this.
Is this a joke now?
I
I'm
will
starting to
say
think this is
this.
a joke.
I have seen this guy's videos before. He usually uses the Jeff Bezos Bo Burnham song in all his videos. That's because he makes TikToks or whatever. That's usually the sound in the background.
Yeah, I just read a thing that said it's confirmed that China takes all your user data from TikTok and saves it. So
Okay, for people that are big into TikTok, I don't have it, but I've seen this guy's videos.
shout out our sister, who's a fucking slave to the state.
This is a guy that cooks, and if you watch him, he'll get like a Taco Bell bag or McDonald's bag or something, and he'll be like all excited, like, "Oh, I got Taco Bell." He'll look in the bag, it'll be empty, and then the next shot is a little tear coming out of his eye.
Yeah,
and then he cooks the.
Then he goes, "Oh no!" and he pulls his pants down, and you see his asshole on the screen, and he shits out the entire bag of food. Like, it's like fully wrapped still. And he goes, "Nice," and he eats it.
Unfortunately, though, it's been sitting on the counter for a while, so.
Oh, it's cold.
It's not as cold. Good.
Back up. It's the nature's microwave.
But yeah, this may be a troll video. I'm just saying, I've seen him cook actual meals with other creators.
Oh, that wasn't red pepper flakes. That was paprika.
This is fucking horrifying.
Now, you know what? I feel I'm different now because it's paprika instead of red pepper flakes.
I like his cutting board.
Oh, that is nice. Dude, I like it. It has the little gutters on it.
That looks like fucking geode rocks to me.
It looks like rocks. It doesn't look real.
It's like translucent.
It's on r/stupid food, which is one of my new favorite subreddits.
Oh, yeah.
People make the nastiest shit. They make the nastiest
I do like
shit.
that shit.
I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. We need to talk about actual news for a second while we're actually here. We need to get actual news in.
Yeah.
So everyone, I'm sure, has already heard about OceanGate, that company, that the submarine. Everyone all week we've been watching the news because they had the little countdown of the oxygen timer, which is fucked up. Not good. Don't do that.
No.
Everyone was literally on the internet for a week and a half posting memes about all the deaths in the submarine. I got one today from one of our good friends.
Yeah.
He sent me a meme. It was like when the rescue chopper rescues you after you just murdered your 4 friends for their extra oxygen.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not funny.
No.
Because those people did die. Thankfully, they didn't die from oxygen depletion.
Right.
It was more of instantaneous, which is better.
Yeah.
It sucks that they died, but it's better than spending a week and a half slowly dying.
Absolutely.
I think. I mean, because then you're just stuck there. You know you're going to die. You're not getting out. I think it's better that they just, like, implosion, just... Oh, I'm sorry, but that's what it sounded like. Very not good. We had a few different links we were sending each other, just staying up to date on
throughout the process, it was just like,
because this all happened like boom, 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 boom. Like every day was a new headline about like new updates. They found wreckage. They lost communication. It was all kinds.
Dude,
of stuff.
I was literally fucking gripped. I mean, I all day just refreshing.
I didn't
just into it.
I was looking at headlines. I didn't look into anything about it until yesterday because Devin was freaking out about it on the boat, and she's like, "What's your opinion?" And I was like, "I don't know. I haven't looked at it." So I spent most of yesterday on the boat reading terrifying articles about this stupid CEO, stupid people, and one poor unfortunate child.
It's super unfortunate. We're joking, people. I felt like the jokes were a little early. I feel like the jokes, and I'm not saying you can't joke about it, but I won't be making any crazy jokes about him. It's unfortunate that CEO or whatever he is, I just felt like that was kind of arrogant and ignorant.
I don't feel bad about people ripping on a billionaire for doing billionaire stuff. The thing
but I'm
that's
saying
upsetting is that he brought other people with him in that, and like they trusted him.
Right.
They trusted him, and there's plenty of like sources from like the past few years of experts looking at this sub and going, I don't know if this is like legit. I don't know if this is like not legit, but I'm saying like I don't know if it's like gonna fully like go past code. And we've seen. I mean, there's so many things going on, like updates of the sub that I just can't. I don't know if I should trust them or not.
Right.
Because people are being such fucks about this.
Well,
right now. It's so hard to like. People are being such fucking assholes. Like, like, can we just?
And it's so easy to doctor things.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like make up a story and you go, oh yeah, that it is. I mean, because you sent a picture. We didn't know if it was true, so we don't want to spread it as news. But there was a picture of like a TV mounted into the inside of the hole, and it's like
it was like it was a photo revealing that one of the monitors was screwed into the carbon fiber hull of the sub, which is like the wall
Right.
So like
I don't
like when
know.
the Titanic, staying on topic on the
Yeah,
Titanic,
yeah.
back when it was still above water, not the submarine, the boat. Well, that wasn't called the Titanic, was it? The
I think
submarine.
it was called the Titan.
That's kind of cool. And you know what else? The
But
Titans also. You know what happened to the Titans? They also were imprisoned under the ocean by Zeus,
right.
which is
I also
kind of
think
weird that they also went to a watery
yeah,
grave, trapped in their
yeah.
own little thing. It's very
The book that
upsetting
came
I
out
thought that.
before the actual Titanic, I'm pretty sure you know that story.
Huh?
There's a book written about a ship
Oh yeah,
wrecking before that, like 14 years
it was
before the
the
Titanic.
unsinkable ship.
It was called the Titan.
Yeah, and
So
maybe we should just stop going to that part of the ocean.
I'm kind of in that
You
belief
know?
system of like, it is a grave. It is,
Here's my thing.
It's pretty sacred.
What is there to see? It's a fucking boat underwater. It looks like you could go to any
Right.
boat underwater.
Right.
They all look the exact same. They're
let me
covered
s-
in coral.
I'll say this. James Cameron went back down in 2001 and made a movie called Ghosts of the Abyss. I cannot recommend it enough. And after you watch it, you will never fucking need to go down to the Titanic itself. And I get it. You're fucking rich and you want to be one of the very, 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 very few people that have ever gone there and done that.
Here's my thing.
But it's
dumb
not.
because you know
It's
why?
just-
People have already been there.
It's been
People have already
done.
been. It's been done. Go somewhere else.
Yeah. I just the whole
You know why he's doing this?
shitstorm that's around it just sucks.
I guarantee this motherfucker, he didn't get invited on Bezos' ship, the spaceship. He's like, you know what? I'll
He
go
probably
down.
didn't get
I
fucking
can't go up. I'll go down.
He probably didn't get Epstein's Island invite either. Fucking
Yeah,
fuck that guy, dude.
poor kid. But no, so like the hole, what I was saying earlier is like I think it's like the wall. I'm not like a sub schematic expert,
Right.
you know. But like like in the Titanic, the movie, when they hit the iceberg and it like breaks that wall of the ship, pretty sure that's the hull.
Mm-hmm.
Because it pierced all, because it's like multiple layers of it,
Mm-hmm.
like hundreds or whatever it is, and it just happened to pierce like
The right spot.
the right spot. It was the right angle, the right
Yeah.
size. It was just like it cut through like all. They're like, even if we hit an iceberg, it's not gonna get through everything. It's like
Right.
it fucking like a hot butter through knives.
Yeah.
Just fucking didn't last very
Just
long.
liquefied
just go for
butter
it.
across knives.
Yeah, it melts really fast. So my guess is like they screwed into the hole, which it probably didn't go all the way through the hole. My guess is it definitely wouldn't have, because they would have, if they would have put it all the way through, they would have been like, you got fucking screws sitting here. 'Cause
Yeah, there's
you've
no
seen the video
way.
of them going down. Like they have like a whole team of people.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is it didn't pierce through the hole fully, but it definitely what do you call that? It damaged it. It
It just like weakened it.
weakened it. Yeah, it caused interference with the whole.
Weakened at Bernie's.
Yeah, weakened at Bernie's.
It's fucking horrible, man.
It's fucking dumb what you just said.
That was
You're
so
dumb.
stupid.
You're dumb.
It's so. I said that because it's like there's so much around this story, because I don't know. There's just so
I
much
think
around it. But what about the stepson? Is that not the weirdest fucking part of the story?
What?
The stepson that like went to the Blink 182 concert and was like messaging models on Twitter during the search. Did you not see this?
I know.
One of the billionaires on board, or millionaire,
How
whatever
many
he is.
billionaires are on board?
I don't know. I mean, it was the.
Was that kid a billionaire?
I mean, more or less.
Probably built an app or some bullshit. That's what these kids do.
The thing I hate about the kid, they said he was terrified, but he did it for Father's
alright.
Day.
Oh, I watched Air. That's what they could have used.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Apparently, like one of the billionaire's stepsons, like he while they were searching, like they didn't know they had imploded yet, he went to a Blink 182 concert
I love
because
Blink-182.
he already had tickets.
That's a fun concert though.
And
All American
dude,
Rejects opening.
I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
don't know
Mm.
all this, but I think Cardi B like called him out and was like,
During the concert.
I think no, I think she had her own concert or on Twitter or Instagram, whatever, and was like, "Yo, why is the stepson of this billionaire at a concert instead of like with his family mourning?" And he like put back like
every porn on the internet, it says, "Step,
yeah,
stepson," not real son, step.
And so then
It's like I had no responsibility.
So then he commented and is like, oh, this is how I cope with trauma. I don't want to just sit at home sad.
This is how I cope with trauma. I go to fucking live music events.
And it's like, you
That's
could have just went.
It's not
You
coping
could have
with
went.
trauma.
You didn't have to post pictures
Avoiding trauma.
Yeah, he literally like posted a video and he's like, I know I should be sad right now, but this is really. And you're like, dude,
I'm having too much fun,
you're like, dude, but
you can.
So,
hey, everyone, you can be sad.
Yeah. So then it was getting to the point where they're like talking about how much oxygen's left and they're hearing the banging sounds and all this. And he put out a tweet and it said, please pray for my family with a heart. And then 1 hour after that tweet, there was like a thirst trap girl, like naked, not naked, but wearing no clothes.
Right.
And it said like, can I sit on your face? And he commented back to it, yes, please, with the picture of her. So then if you looked at his feed, it said, please pray for my family. 1 hour later, please sit on my face. And you're like, dude, we can all see this. Everybody can see it. Yeah. I haven't looked at his Twitter now. It just sucks. Like literally 5 people just turned to mist.
When are people going to realize that maybe it's not 100,000 people are lazy? It's really just 40 people are super greedy. When are we going to realize that?
Yeah.
It's
fucking insane.
Wow, that is insane. Wow. Yeah, this whole Ocean Gate shit is really upsetting, and I think it's really interesting though that because like everyone's like, why would you do that? Right? It's scary down there in the ocean. Everyone's, I'm not doing that. It's the ocean. Isn't it weird that everyone is so willing to travel into space off of our planet?
Mm-hmm.
They're more willing to do that than they are to travel more down below our planet.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think what it is because people see space and you go, well, we don't know what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Could be anything, right? And so everyone's like, whoa, fuck yeah. That sounds cool. Who knows what we're going to find, right? Let's go out there. But the ocean, I think we know just enough that we're like, no, fuck that. If we had like enough information of what's out in space,
yeah,
like if we found out there's like giant monsters like flying around, we'd go, probably not worth it.
Yeah.
Same thing in the ocean. We're like,
going.
There's giant squids. Like I know it used to be like it used to be a joke for people to like draw sea monsters on maps, pirate maps.
Yeah,
maybe that's why we have a fear. Maybe that's why we have a fear of the ocean innately in our subconscious. Because these fucking assholes in the 1400s are drawing maps with like giant fish.
Some guy's fucking
monsters,
bored and he's just like
doodling on the maps, and people 400 years later going, "What the fuck's in the ocean right now?
What did they see?"
And then everyone's going, "Grandpa, that's crazy. There ain't no giant snake in there. It's too damn bad. There is a snake in there. We ain't going boating today. We ain't going down to the Titanic because it's being protected by the Kraken."
Didn't they say that more people have been to the moon than to the Titanic? Is that like a kind of fake thing?
Probably. I don't know. I never heard that.
Or maybe it was like more people have been in space.
Did you hear that they actually did film the first moon landing, but they lost the footage on the way down?
You've told me this.
And then Kubrick filmed it?
Kubrick filmed it, but they used the correct audio.
Yeah, and also JFK was shot by his own Secret Service. Here's what I want to talk about real fast. I want to, real fast, I mentioned boys do, everyone can cry. It's okay to cry and feel feelings, and this just made me think of this song that I recently found by an artist named Piff Marti from
Piff?
Piff, I think Piff,
cool.
Marti. The album, it looks like Songs from the Internet, Volume 1. And the song is called Boys Do Cry, with a period at the end. And it's fucking awesome.
Is it really?
It's a really good song. I highly recommend Boys Do Cry of Piff Marti.
Cool.
Piff Marty, I don't know. It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Look it up. And you know what? Have yourself a good cry after watching it. Or listening, I guess. It's a really badass song. It's like, I think it's hip hop. Nice. It's one of them hip hop rapping songs. One of them quick spoken words with like a beat underneath it.
Speed word.
It's one of those songs where when you're listening to it, you feel like you got cornrows. You know, hip hop. All right. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about real fast before we get out of here?
I think it was last week we talked about we were talking about like sustainable energy and solar and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I mentioned a clip and I could not find it.
Yeah.
About Elon Musk and Leonardo DiCaprio. So I found it.
Oh.
And I saved it because I wanted to pull it up.
This is the Gigafactory you were talking about.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna play this video and then we can talk about it.
Okay.
Or do you-
go back
do you-
to the beginning. Is it this up here?
Will it let me go back?
Oh, actually, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and play it.
Let me just do this. I think it's right there. I think it's back here. Oh shit! All right, hold on.
Yeah, we'll just wait for it. We'll just wait
So
for it.
I'll set it up. Leonardo DiCaprio is a
Handsome.
right, a very good actor. He's a kind of environmentalist,
Very big in the environmental game.
and so he's touring a gigafactory, which is something with Elon Musk, energy something. And
Elon
so they're
Musk
talking
is
about
such
that.
a cocky asshole.
He's gonna fight not Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg. Did you see that? He challenged him in an MMA fight.
He accepted it. Zuckerberg accepted it.
Yeah, and then it was like all I saw was
You know how gross it's gonna see those two.
It's gonna be weird.
No,
but
you know what?
Zuckerberg's he's like a brown belt or something.
Why the fuck are we letting billionaires do this to us? Why are we letting billionaires take
I'm not
control?
I'm not gonna buy the fight.
Why are we letting them take control of our entertainment? What if we? Hey, you know what? Let them do it. Let them go in the octagon with Mark Zuckerberg. And you know what I want everyone to do? Fucking close your eyes.
Yeah, don't watch.
Fuck them.
Don't pay for it,
Dude. You know how much money they're gonna make just for that announcement?
Yeah, just for the headline of it. I saw a thing that said the pay-per-view would be $100.
It's probably because Musk, his fucking Tesla factories are going under because he can't fucking build supercomputers like he thought he could fool everyone into thinking he could.
They did say that the pay-per-view would go to charity.
Yeah, which charity? Elon Musk's fucking dildo? fucking dildo charity?
Okay, but this is a cool video.
I don't know if he has a dildo charity. That was slander. I apologize.
So let me.
He is an asshole, though. Yeah, go ahead and play it. Shit. That's what I get. That's what I get for calling him an asshole.
What would it take to the whole world to sustainable energy? What kind of throughput would you actually need? And you need 100 gigafactories. So 100 of these. 100 of these, yes. That would make the United States. No, the whole world. The whole world. The whole world. All energy. That's it.
I love that.
What would it take?
That's it.
I think I was picked up.
Yeah. So
I hope so.
basically, it's Elon Musk explaining if you had 100 of this factory that they're walking in,
Yeah.
you could power. You would have enough energy to power the entire world.
Okay, but here.
But I don't know what kind of energy it is. I don't know what the factory is. I don't know what it does. But then I just love Leo's like, 100 of these would power the United States. And Elon's like, no, the whole world. And Leo goes, that's it?
Well, here's my thing.
Because that's kind of how I feel about it.
Right. That is. Well, yeah. I mean, it really wouldn't take that much. I mean, that's a lot, but like that, it wouldn't.
Right.
It doesn't take that much to like be sustainable. Honestly, like it doesn't. People make it seem like it's so crazy. It would take a lot of work, but once you get the work done, it would be so simple. But my thing is like with Elon Musk, I just wish he. I mean, like, yeah, okay, he's like that hits his gigafactory. Was that his?
I'm assuming this is the Gigafactory, Nevada.
Tesla, yeah. Okay, here's my thing. Yeah, Elon Musk. We need 100 of those, okay? I don't trust Elon Musk to actually follow through and finish the project because he never finishes this project.
Yeah, where's the
He's like,
Cybertruck, Elon?
where's the fucking tunnels underneath all the fucking cities, dude?
Exactly.
Remember when you built those tunnels and then just like stopped? Are they still like what? Are they done? Are
They
they
were like-
halfway built?
They were like Kansas City, St. Louis in 45 minutes. And
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit.
Like where are these tunnels at, dummy?
That
Hey,
is a good point.
What'd you do with all the flamethrower money?
I will say,
You made all that money
though,
on the flamethrower.
it's not a flamethrower.
It's not a flamethrower, but like,
It's
where's all that
not a
money?
flamethrower.
It went into Teslas for their fucking computers, which we're finding out now. The self-driving isn't even that good. It's actually not as fine-tuned.
I will say though,
Makes me happy we live in this small town instead of like a big city where more Tesla drivers are.
I will say his boring company, the boring company.
I do love the boring
That's
company.
fucking great marketing.
I wish he would just do that.
Fucking great marketing. I don't know what that is. I wasn't trying to pull that
I
up.
like the boring company.
That's just such good marketing. And you're right. They have like, I've only seen one video of a tunnel, and it's like on the Tesla campus.
Yeah. The
So
problem
it's
with
like,
Elon Musk,
what are we doing?
my problem with Elon Musk is that he is such a troll, and which is fun. It's fun. It's been
He owns
fun.
Twitter. That's
It was
insane.
fun. He doesn't own Twitter anymore.
Oh, he sold it?
I'm pretty sure he sold it.
I don't.
Um,
I don't care.
he it's fun to have a troll like that with so much power until it's not fun anymore. Because trolls can be fun and entertaining to watch, but after a certain amount of time, not very long, trolling loses its entertainment value. And you're just like, hey, you're being a fucking dickhead. Can we just like move on now? Can we get this done?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like still trolling. You're like, can you fucking like realize that this is a situation we're trying to fix? And Elon Musk is like that on like a global scale.
Yeah.
Because he could probably buy nukes. He could probably buy a country and become a dictator if he wanted to. He could buy some small country probably.
Right.
Like, you have that much money. You
It's
could.
Fucking, it is.
Like, it's so dumb. Like, why don't all the billionaires, why don't like all 5 of them, or, there's probably like 20 that are like secret billionaires, but like the ones that we see, why
Mhm.
don't we just all get them together and they just buy a country together? Like, why don't you just go buy Australia or something? And like,
Right.
you think you can change the world? Fucking do it there first
Uh-huh.
with your own country. We'll watch you do it on a smaller scale, and then you can maybe fractal level up into like, maybe we'll give you a hemisphere.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now you get UK.
Yeah.
And it builds and builds. But like, you can't just like, because that's another thing too, is it gets so complicated with like government stuff. Because like the whole like, oh, this place likes Tesla, but this place doesn't, so they're not accepted there. But like this place, so it's like, yeah, you can do the Starlink like the neural thing, but like if not everyone has it,
Right.
then like what's the point of it? It's much easier if everyone has it. But
Right.
like, so like, if you own a government and you're a dictator, you can force people to have it. You can force people to only drive Teslas. You can force people to have your non-flamethrowers into your tunnels and build them, and they can be your slaves or whatever. You're a dictator. Do whatever you want. Just like, do it over there.
Right.
Do your shit over there. Your sci-fi like mad scientist shit. Like, do it as a country, and then show us at the UN every
Mhm.
year like a talent show, like a science fair.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll tell you to go fuck yourself and give more money to UNICEF or something.
It does kind of go back to like we always talk about solar panels and I was really big into the Flint, Michigan water crisis for a while, and
You were a big fan of it. You were in big support.
Yeah, big supporter of bad water. It goes back to why don't billionaires who instead of spending $250,000 on a ticket to the bottom of the ocean, why don't they write a check for a fraction of their wealth and be a hero? I don't understand why they don't want to do things that people are in support of, like that would benefit so many more people than themselves. Are they that fucking self-centered? It's crazy.
Man, we've had this conversation off mic a lot.
Yeah.
And there's no clear answer for that. I mean, you
Right.
could say like, oh, they earned it because like, oh, they built it, they made all that money, so it's like they don't want to spend it. I was just like, well, yeah, it's like you spent my money, I don't want
Yeah.
to spend it. But then it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like you're not looking at the big picture. But if you made that much money, you can't not look at the big picture of things. You're just so self-centered, and you don't really care. That's what it is. You're a psychopath. You're a sociopath. You don't care about other people and the lives of others, and you because when you die, your universe is destroyed. So like, who gives a fuck about everyone else's? So I think that's what it is. That's also kind of scary when you think about like Putin and stuff. Putin could come to that point where he's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm going hard. I'm going out. If I'm going out, I'm going out with a bang, and everyone's coming with me.
Yep.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's scary. It's really scary.
I think I misspoke. This was a Hyperloop train route from Kansas City to St. Louis. 31 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
248 miles in 31 minutes. I
hope
don't
we
think it's ever happened.
I want to see like cross-country monorails, like how Japan does.
Dude.
That'd be fucking sick.
fucking like what do they call those? Like bullet trains?
Yeah, bullet trains.
What? That's a thing that I see a lot where it'll do like overhead maps of Tokyo versus like LA, and it'll just be like public transit.
God,
and it's like
fucking
LA's like
sucks, dude.
4 lines.
Oh my
and
god, dude.
Japan is like, but dude, have you seen the shit where they were? I don't know what city it is. Japan. I think it's in Japan.
That's not a city.
Or I meant
Tokyo.
It's one of them, and it might be in China. They made a maze of, their city where the walls were like framing up the streets and stuff, and it was something about they used like a bug or a mouse or something, and then put food at like the hot spots, and they studied what route they would take.
Whoa.
And then that's how they decided where all their big hubs were going to be. And how
That's
the
so
the
fucking
routes
smart.
would go. Isn't that fucking awesome?
Because humans are animals.
Yes.
And an animal's base instincts
I
is
may have-
survival,
that may not be.
food. Oh, survival. So,
Yeah.
and survival can mean a lot of different things. To a mouse, survival could mean cheese,
Earth.
warm light,
Yep.
shelter. Human, survival could be paying job, meeting a loved one across town for dinner. It could be kicking Elon Musk in the testicles. It could be all kinds of stuff.
Whoa, I was way off. It's a slime mold. That's what they did.
That's even better
They
because
put
that's
out,
like that's dude, that is nuts.
Spent countless hours designing Japan's rail system. So the country as a whole.
Oh.
Then they like started them just saying Tokyo or whatever.
You ever seen them do? I love watching these
in
videos.
one day.
Yeah.
This fucking mold grew out. They put not like
Because
they put like protein out for the mold to like consume.
It sends little feelers out and it chooses the quickest way to the food.
Does cool.
It's so fucking cool. It's just like the
So
game. It's like
cool.
Civilization 6.
Oh, that's so dude. I love that. I think
I
that
love
is
watching. You can find videos like that
so
all over the place.
cool.
You ever seen people do it where they make pictures? Like maybe like
No.
oh, dude, it's so
they
cool.
like guide or not guide, but they like how do they do that? They
The protein
put
stuff.
the little food and they.
It's neat.
Whoa,
It's
that's
neat.
insane.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking insane.
Very cool. You know what else is insane?
What?
Me. Insane in the membrane.
Way.
No, but for real though, I am getting insanely hangry. We need to get food.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. It's time to get out of
It's the
here.
end of this path.
Everybody,
I think before we leave, we should smell the roses.
smell the roses.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I hated that. I'm sure everyone hated that. Yeah, man.
That's the end of our path.
That's the end of our path, man. Now you can. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't sit on a bench. I was like, what else can you do on our path?
Fortunately, you got a chair right there you can sit in.
True. Unfortunately, you can't take an office chair out on a walking path.
Fortunately, you can get an office chair in your office while you're at your computer looking up this podcast right now on YouTube. Hit that like and comment and subscribe buttons. Hit that there's a little bell, right? Hit that little bell, hit the ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Ding dong.
So you'll know when we post. We post every Wednesday. You can follow us on Instagram, Mellow Brick Road, Facebook, Mellow Brick Road, T-Dub Projects on Facebook for that guy and all his woodworking business and his whittling. How's the whittling going?
I'm scared.
Nice. You can follow me on Instagram at Van Windsor. Let's see. You can find us everywhere you listen to podcasts on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, give us I don't think you can but download the episode and then just undownload it after you download it. Just do that a few times all night, every day.
Whoa.
It just helps us for the algorithm.
Yeah.
Tell everyone you know about the show. Like we said, email us at mellowbrickroad.podcast@gmail.com. Let us know what kidney stones look like. We want to see them pics.
We gotta know.
Yes. Everyone, this has been Path number 4 of Mellow Brick Road. I'm Van. That's Trace. We're fucking out of here, people. Don't forget to ease on down that road.